Hey guys, it's Anna. Welcome to my channel. Today we are talking clean, fresh out of the shower perfumes. I've compiled a list of perfumes where these could be fragrances in a luxe shampoo, conditioner, body cream. That's the kind of vibe I was going for. So the first one I have on my list, this is an OG on my channel, Clean Reserve Skin. This is perfect for those of you who want a clean smelling fragrance but you love, that bit of sweetness. It's so feminine, and even if you don't typically like, sweet perfumes, this just has a kiss of it. This has a skin accord listed, and it smells like you took an everything shower, you exfoliated, you put on like your moisturizing, creamy products, and everything just has a very light, fluffy vanilla undertone to it. It has vanilla orchid and salted praline in here. That salted praline sends me over the edge. That is my favorite part in this fragrance. It's really addictive. Nothing too salty by any means, nothing aquatic. I know sometimes salt in fragrances can turn people off. It's definitely tricky for me sometimes as well. Just a pinch of that mixed in with the light sweetness is heaven. It's a very mass appealing, crowd pleasing scent. I get compliments everywhere I go when I wear Clean Reserve Skin. This also has a light floral background. Those florals come off very delicate and sheer, and then you have this beautiful, attractive, cozy musk in the base. Can't recommend it enough. I have owned Skin for years. Can't ever see myself without it. And I get about 4 hours with a softer projection. This is a part of my boyfriend's collection, Pacific Rock Moss from Goldfield and Banks. I adore smelling this on him in the spring and summer. This is one of his go-to fragrances for the gym, hot days. Like before he owned Pacific Rock Moss, he's like, Anna, I need more fresh fragrances. I need something for when it is 100 degrees and up. I need something refreshing. So I bought him a bunch of freshy fragrance samples, and this was a clear favorite. Eric has been to Australia. I unfortunately have not. I hope to one day. But even though I've never been, smelling Pacific Rock Moss, I imagine that this is what the Australian coast smells like. That's what it was inspired by. This is one of the best citrus, aromatic, aquatic fragrances I've gotten my nose on, and it takes a lot for me to be impressed by citrus and aquatic. It's usually not a profile that strikes me or like does much for me, but this is fantastic. And it also has really good performance for being a freshie. You got to get the Pacific Rock Moss with the gold cap. This was reformulated years ago, but if you ever come across the black cap version, I would skip on it because it had terrible performance, but this is good. There is a coolness, a calmness to this scent. I imagine walking on the beach barefoot in the early hours of the morning. The sun hasn't fully come out yet and there's a fog lingering. There's a bit of sage nearby, some driftwood washed up. This has a prominent fresh, clean lemon, but it doesn't come across as cleaner. It just perfectly blends in with the wood and the aromatic sage. There's some moss in this blend, and it smells blue as well. Like it could be a really nice blue men's shower gel or something. And performance-wise, about 7 hours, moderate projection. If you gravitate towards clean, fruity florals, I highly recommend Meliora from Parfums de Marly. I know Delina, I think very rightfully so, gets all the hype and attention from the women's line, but Meliora is spectacular. This is a super classy, elevated, fruity floral. This perfume smells like a garden fairy to me, squeaky clean garden fairy who goes out in the morning. All of the flowers and berry bushes are covered in morning dew. Everything is perfectly green, and she's going out to pick crisp, fresh berries for her breakfast. They have a tartness to them. You get this dew-covered greenery, like that garden aspect really comes in, and it smells like it's sitting on a bed of white florals. They're not thick or dense florals. They have more of like a sheer texture to them, and then it has some like soapy musk in the base. And I get about 6 hours with moderate projection. Then we have Fugazi Angel Dust. This is the extrait version. This is a perfume I would recommend to those of you who enjoy pink pepper, because it very much so is a pink pepper forward fragrance, but you also have a lot of a crisp white amber, like dry, clean woods. And although it's not listed, I definitely get this, I feel like a raspberry in the mix. It's not overly fruity, it's not super sweet or anything, but I get that in the background. My nose definitely gets a soft fruitiness from the scent. This is very unisex, and it has some sneaky good performance, honestly. I thought that it had more of an intimate projection and lasted like several hours. I can turn anosmic to this one. I wore it out with some friends of ours, and they told me the next time that we saw them that this scent lasted in their car for a week. You hear that? My essence was left behind for a week. And it's not like I was spraying their car cushions or anything. And the both of them, husband and wife, said they loved it. Falls into your skin but better category. So if you're looking for a dry wood, pink pepper, molecular, white amber version, it is quite good. If you're a clean vanilla girl, don't want anything too sweet, don't want anything gourmand, I would check out from the Musk collection from Gulf Orchid, Tahara Vanilla. Even if you don't typically gravitate towards vanilla, you could enjoy this. I really feel like the color of this juice, this creamy, milky vibe going on, really speaks to the experience that you get from this perfume. It doesn't smell lactonic, but it does smell creamy. Like you just applied a softly sweet, like runny, milky moisturizer that just seeps into the skin, leaves you looking like a glazed donut. I get a soft vanilla and musk throughout the life of this fragrance. When you first spray it on, I get a little bit of Lily of the Valley, a little bit of like fresh green notes popping through. And again, like the theme we're going for, everything is delicate, so it's not a green experience or very floral. You get a little bit of that introduced in the beginning, and as this dries down, the vanilla and tonka amp up. You get this warmth coming through from a sheer amber and a really fluffy, cozy musk. Like you just engulfed yourself in a fluffy, crisp white bathrobe. And I get about 5 hours with moderate projection. In my opinion, this is the very best Your Skin But Better fragrance money can buy. Another 13 from Labo. I still remember smelling this for the first time years ago. Eric and I, we were sitting in his car, and he had purchased another bottle of Santal 33, and we were going through the samples in his order. And both of us, the moment we smelled Another 13, we just had this like visceral reaction. It has been love, hardcore love ever since. I'm not even exaggerating when I say I don't even know how many hundreds of milliliters we have gone through of this juice. It's been a staple for years, very signature scent worthy. This smells like pheromones bottled to me. This is a sexy musk fragrance. It has a big dose of ISOE Super, which smells like an airy, crisp, like sheer woody note. It also has a lot of ambrette, one of my favorite musky notes. This smells very clean, but also smells like it has a pinch of saltiness to it. It has like a fresh cologne undertone. Very attractive scent, one of our most commented on fragrances. Give this one a sample. When it comes to these molecular based profiles, some people will go anosmic and their noses have a difficult time registering some of these molecules, ISOE Super in particular. There are definitely fragrances that I unfortunately go anosmic to. The Eccentric Molecules line, for example. Thank goodness my nose can pick this one up because it's one of my favorite scents in the world, and it has really great performance, all day wear, strong projection. This is one of the first perfumes that comes to mind when I think of this category. Intro Ivory Musk from Fragrance World. This is a dupe for Initio Musk Therapy, and it smells like an ultra luxe shampoo conditioner scent. It is so lovely. The perfect amount of creamy, a light fruity sweetness from blackcurrant. It's got a smooth sandalwood. There are some fresh citruses in the mix, a delicate magnolia, perfectly balanced. I mean, of course, musk is the most dominant note, but these other qualities, like it's not a heavy wood fragrance, it's not heavily fruity, it's not heavily floral, but it has the perfect touch of these notes to make it so beautiful, feminine, clean, and it's not a boring clean as well. I am super duper particular when it comes to like shampoo-y fragrances. It's usually a profile I don't gravitate towards because they just don't tend to wow me. I don't end up falling in love with them, but this is one of the best I've smelled. It's a great day-to-day casual fragrance, but you smell so chic, and I get about 4 hours with a softer projection. Last but not least, K Musc K. There is something real addictive about this perfume to me. I have been hooked since getting this bottle. I am truly always in the mood for Musc K. If I happen to ever feel a bit fatigued with smelling like particular things like floral, gourmand, boozy, etc., but I want to smell good, obviously, she is my girl. This is a perfume I would recommend for people who don't want any sweetness in your fragrance. It really does smell white, embodies crisp. This has a dry woodiness, clean, powdery earthiness, prominent orris root, fresh pink pepper, and musk. I feel so put together when I wear Musc K. I think she's the best one there is in this particular DNA. Similar to Glossy AU and Sonic Flower, so if you already own one of those, you don't need it, but I didn't love those. I didn't feel any sort of connection to those perfumes. The connection is strong with this one. She just has the it factor for me. And I get about 8 hours with moderate projection. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, make sure to give this video a big thumbs up and make sure to subscribe down below if you haven't already. If you want to see me in any more videos, I'd appreciate it so much. I hope you guys are having a great day and hope to see you in my next video.